Today's reading is super short. It's lesson 267. Whoa, that was weird. The screen froze up. It's lesson 267 from the workbook. And it's My Heart is Beating in the Peace of God. It's pretty short. So I'm going to read it, and then I want to talk to you about setting intentions. Somebody brought it up. Hey, Linda. Somebody brought up intentions to me, and I won't identify her unless she wants to be identified. But I thought we'd talk about how Desire Map covers that. Hey, good morning. Okay, so today's lesson is My Heart is Beating in the Peace of God. Always our choice, right? Oh, okay. So it was Linda. So we'll talk about that in a second. Surrounding me is all the life that God created in His love. It calls to me in every heartbeat and in every breath, in every action and in every thought. Looks like we're still having signal problems today, huh? It's baby day. Can you hear? You see in the background, Bert and Ernie. Peace fills my heart and floods my body with the purpose of forgiveness. Now my mind is healed, and all I need to save the world is given me. Yes, we live and breathe Sesame Street when Gigi's trying to get something done. I am a messenger of God, directed by His voice, sustained by Him in love, and held forever quiet and at peace within His loving arms. Each heartbeat calls His name, and every one is answered by His voice, assuring me that I am at home in Him. Father, my heart is beating in the peace the heart of love created. It is there and only there that I can be at home. I like that one today. I think it's nice. We've had some difficult ones and difficult concepts. So the simple one, my heart is beating in the peace of God, that's kind of a relief. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Let's just feel that peace today with the Pope in wherever he's at, Washington, talking to Congress. Talk about a lost cause, right? I worked in the district attorney's office in the world of politics for 4 years. Actually, I just left that job in April. So 4 years prior to that was working with chiefs of police and district attorneys and the governor's office in Colorado and state level stuff. And I lost all faith in politics at that time because I really worked side by side with political people. And it's a rare one that can be in politics and actually still have a conscience. Hi, sweet baby. You want up here? You want to come up? You can come up and visit. But you can't have the phone. Do you want to come up? Come on. So anyway, good luck to the Pope and his address to Congress. This is Avery. She still has bedhead. So anyway, Linda, hey Max. Linda talked to me last night about intentions and setting intentions. Say hi. Say hi. Look. Little hearts. Little hearts for your little self. Say hi. Hi. That's my, yeah. So cute. She sees herself in there. So in Course in Miracles, there's one intention, and that is to stay in love and connected and always viewing the world as a whole, which is like a lifetime challenge. So affirmations and intentions and things of that sort could, in theory, all be weeded down to nothing more than the word love, if you wanted to boil it down to one thing. Desire Map treats... Do we have spotty signal again today? Desire Map treats intentions like this. So you would set an intention for abundance. And then you would take that abundance intention, which a lot of people have because a lot of us struggle with money, and I'm one of them. It's better, but so you would take the intention to get better at abundance, creating abundance in your life, and you would boil that down to how would you feel if you already had it. So in Desire Map, you're cutting out the middleman. You're going straight for the end result emotion. So you're going for the essence of abundance, because abundance can mean money. Generally, when we say it, we're meaning like cash flow, but it could mean an abundance of love. It could mean an abundance of family or food. So say you had all the money that you needed. You had so much money that you don't even think about money. What would be a feeling word that you could put on that? Exactly. So if you think about law of attraction stuff, which has gotten kind of distorted, if we're magnetic, then what we generate in ourselves will start to come to us from outside. To figure out why you want it, what feeling it will bring you. Yeah. So going for the emotion takes you out of the analytical thought process, which can tangle you up a little sometimes. It also seems to make achievement a lot faster because, like we've talked about before, your body and your emotions don't know the difference between what's going on in your head. So if you're imagining already having all the money that you need, so for me, that's a big sense of relief. I don't have to worry about stressing out over the bills. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to help out taking care of these little chickens. It's just a big relief. So then I do whatever I can do during the day to imagine that that already exists. Even though it actually doesn't, I can take the worry out of it. So the worry and the stress of not having it can block the getting of it. I'm not saying this very well. If you go straight for the feeling, you create a magnetic resonance in your body as if it's already here. That speeds up the process of it actually coming. That's what desire mapping is taking all your goals and approaching them from the end result, from an emotional place, because our emotions are stronger than our thoughts. So if we're thinking, I need to create abundance, or I want to create abundance, or I am creating abundance, what do you do with the voice in your head that chimes in with the worry and stress? You go underneath it. So when you're sitting and you're thinking about, I need to create abundance, what's primary in your awareness is that you don't have it. So to get yourself, you get yourself in the emotion place of already having it. You're pretending, right? You're faking it till you make it. You're pretending that emotion. And then as the thoughts come up, the stressful thoughts, you don't fight them, because to fight them is to only make them louder. You acknowledge them and you just label it thinking. Because thinking the worry and the stress thoughts is what you've done all your life, and it hasn't changed anything, right? So worry and stressful thoughts has never gotten us what we wanted. So in our best thinking has got us here where we are right now today. So the worry and the stress will not, those stressful thoughts won't go away, but you can, with practice, start ignoring them. Right, so you've tried that. You've tried worry and stressful feelings, and you still have an issue with money. So it's not working. So try something else. So when you're setting your intention lists, that's totally fine. Take it one step further and ask yourself why you want it, so that you can get to the feeling. I want the abundance because I want to feel secure. I want the abundance because I want to feel like I'm positively contributing to the family or whatever it is. I want freedom. A big one for me is freedom. So the more time I spend feeling free, even though I know the knowledge of my bank account hasn't changed that much, at least while I'm practicing getting to my goal, I'm not freaked out all the time. I'm not giving myself an ulcer or anything like that because I'm spending more time, ouch, security and freedom for me too. I want to feel secure that whatever life throws at me, if money can solve it, I'll have the money to solve it. And I want the freedom to do what I want to do, to choose to spend my days as I want to spend them. Now, this isn't the case at the moment, but in the past, when there hasn't been enough money to pay the bills, this was an extremely hard practice that I had to work on every single day. So every day I had to spend time almost forcing myself to imagine that I already had all the money I needed so that I could find that feeling of relief. So I had to reach back into my past and ferret out times that I had more than enough money and hang on to those emotions. So bring them up, remember them, make them strong, and hang on to that. That becomes your magnet, your lodestone, your attracting factor. Excuse you, that's the printer. Your mom's gonna kill you if you break that. So it's complicated, but it's not complicated. Somewhere in your life at some point you didn't worry about money. So you have to reach back and find and remember how that felt. And hang on to that feeling as much as you possibly can. Even though you'll have to regenerate it all day, several times a day. I love you. I don't want you to pull my hair though. Or my glasses. Okay, so that's how Desire Map does that. So again, with a relationship, say you're looking for a partner and you don't have one, and you really are lonely, you have to dig for that feeling of being loved and remembering what it feels like to be loved. You can do whatever it takes to generate that feeling of love. Oh, she's hysterical. She's the one with she's got pretty big dimples. Huh. Look over here. Look over here. Can you smile? Can you smile? Are you saying hi? Does that make sense? If you want to magnetize what you're doing when you're worrying and stressed and thinking about intentions, is you're creating more worry and stress because you're going to match what you're putting out. So if you're putting out the feeling of being loved and you're okay with where you are, even though you still want a spouse, yeah, so just add that extra layer to it. And remind yourself all the time that all your worry and stress has gotten you nowhere. So it's okay to give it up. When it's not a desperate situation, it's easier. Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah, when times are desperate. Yes. When it's a crisis point, if it's hit a crisis point, be patient. It's gonna be a whole lot harder to achieve that feeling if you've gotten hit with a sudden bill and you don't have the income to cover it. Yeah. Yes. So you can train yourself to go a different direction. So we have ingrained patterns of going to the stress road. We can train ourselves to go to a different road, but it takes practice. So we can train ourselves. When we catch ourselves worrying, we can say, you know what, this has never worked for me. So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to sit, fake it till you make it. Yeah. Yeah, you pretend like it's already here. You pretend like it's already happening. Ouch. Hey. And you have to generate that feeling several times a day. But you are pretending until it becomes real, and it will. And it'll become real faster, and you'll feel better in the process because you won't be stressed out and worrying all the time. This hair pulling thing needs to stop. Yeah, don't. Don't pull my hair. Yeah, I don't want you to pull my hair. And she just laughs. She's like, God, that's the funniest thing ever. So that's what I wanted to add. Oh, you feel the anxiety or worry when the paycheck runs out. Right. But it doesn't change the fact that yes. Yeah. If you can generate that feeling, I'm so thankful I have enough money for this. And you can generate the emotion. It's the emotion that you're looking for. So when you look at the bank, Linda, and you feel the stress and the worry, and you just remind yourself, that doesn't work for me. It's never worked. It's not going to work. Yeah, and then looking for the things to appreciate. I may have told you guys this already, but a coworker of mine and I spent 30 days making a gratitude list of 100 different items every day for 30 days. So you get super specific with your gratitude. If you have $1, you make yourself feel as grateful as you possibly can for having $1. The more grateful you are for that $1, the more dollars can come to you easily because you're not blocking them with your stressful thoughts. And when you're making a gratitude list of 100 items, you get really specific and you start to realize how blessed and rich you are already. The feeling changes, but maybe not the situation, yeah. But you increase your odds of it changing. Whereas with worry and stress, you know from years of experience that that's not going to help you. You already know that. You've proven it. You've proven it for years and years that worry and stress won't fix it. So you can say, hey, I've tried the worry and stress thing, so why not try feeling like this already exists? Why not experiment with it? You'll see the options, right? Remember, I think it's been a while, but we talked about how, yeah, it never works. So when you're worried and stressed, you have tunnel vision. You typically are looking at the ground a lot. When we're stressed out, we sort of curve in. We're protecting ourselves. So you're looking down a lot, and you're not making eye contact with a lot of people, and you're not alert and aware of your environment because you've shut down because you're scared, that's what we do. So when you get to a place of gratitude or a place of pretending that this already exists, your head comes up, you're more likely to start conversations with people, you're more likely to answer the phone or respond to emails or just be alert to your environment. That's going to increase the odds of God answering a prayer of yours through another person. So a business contact or a friend who knows a friend who provides you with some added income, or you're alert to your environment and you find a 20 on the ground. No kidding, I have found money on the ground more than once. But if I was stuck in stress and worry at that time, I wouldn't have seen it. They won't let me do this to their hair unless they're distracted by something else. So Desire Map teaches you to boil all your goals and your intentions down to 3 or 4 core desired feelings, which are generally love, security, freedom. Ugh. Don't get mad at me. You can't break that printer. And then you do whatever you can all day to stay in that feeling. Gratitude lists are a great tool. Random acts of kindness for other people are a great tool to snap you out of a negative mind space. Excuse me, that's really loud on the other end. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's really loud on their end. Hey, yes. Okay. So, if you have more questions about that, I can put a video up on my... let's see. I'll send it out through Twitter. It's an interview with Danielle Laporte talking about reverse goal setting. So starting with the feeling of success already in you, because you have that power to feel however you want to feel. And it's talking about how you do that. Yeah, so I will do that today sometime. Probably not right away because I need to put them down for a nap. But I'll get it for you. It's on my business Facebook page somewhere, but you'd probably have to dig for it, and that's more trouble than it's worth. So let me find it and repost it, and then I'll put it on Facebook and I'll put it on Twitter. You're welcome. So now we've gone from hair pulling to arm hair pulling. Okay, guys, thank you. Let yourself feel that peace today, that peace that's always available to you. Yeah. So feel the peace, man. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Those are Janine Roth's eating guidelines. They look deceptively simple, don't they? Bye. Say bye, Avery. Bye. Bye. You're welcome. I got another one rooting around down here. I'm going to see her. Whoops. There she is. She's usually the one up here. Oh, you're both together. We don't usually see you both together. Oh, now the fighting over the phone will happen. Okay, I'll see you later. Oh, are you waving? Oh, you're so cute. I can't hardly stand it. Are you waving bye-bye? Wave bye-bye. There she goes. Okay, I'll see you later.